Thanks a lot, and I want to thank my next guest that shows up. Walker Hancock is part of the Hancock family that runs Claiborne Farm, and if you're not familiar with Claiborne Farm, you're probably not somebody that's been following horse racing for too long. So let's give Walker a big hand and thank you for joining us. So I've spent a little time with you at Claiborne. Tell me, what exactly do you do there? What's your title and what do you do? And talk right into that mic.
My title is managing director. I do a little bit of everything from stallions, oversee the yearling sale in September next month, racing manager. I do a little bit of everything. You know, Dad's still around. He's trying to retire, walk away. So I do whatever he kind of tells me to do. But you know, it's good. I add more responsibility every year, and I enjoy it a lot.
So who are some of the stallions you have standing there right now? Top stallions, any of them?
Our big one's Warfront. He obviously internationally he's huge. He's a leading 2-year-old sire this year, North America and Europe. You know, we love him. He's our biggest asset.
You've also Orb is standing there as well.
Orb, yep, he's doing well. He's obviously just has yearlings now, and also algorithms. We're excited about him. He's a up and coming sire. Just his oldest are 2-year-olds, and he's got one in the special on Sunday who looks like to be pretty live.
Is that Todd's horse or the one on the outside?
Recruiting ready.
Is that the one that ran second at Churchill Downs?
Yes.
That's a nice looking. That's a nice horse. That was a good race.
Yeah, we sold him last year as a yearling, and we bred him, so we were a little biased towards him. But
algorithms. I mean, he didn't race. He raced 3 times. He was undefeated.
It's 3 for 3 for Todd, and got scratched in the morning of the Fountain of Youth. You know, he could have been anything. So, yeah, we're excited about him.
And he has a giant pedigree as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially actually if it rains, because he has a monster wet track family.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you also have a lot of broodmares there as well. Is Zenyatta there, or she was there, or is she there now?
No. She's at Lane's End.
Oh, okay. Who give us some of the broodmares that we might have heard of that are there now, or?
Well, we board for the Phippses, so obviously we have. You know, we had Storm Flag Flying, My Flag, Personal Ensign. You know, we go back through that whole family. We have horses for Mr. Janney and, you know, Hit It Rich. I know she won a stake up here a couple years ago. You probably know her. And, you know, we have great clients and a lot of great mares for them.
You drove us around the farm, and one of the things you kept showing us fields. To me, maybe to you it means nothing, but you just kept walking by and saying, that's this broodmare and that's her foal and who it's by. I was pretty impressed by that. You just know all the horses?
I was impressed by you. You'd say, who is that? And I'd tell you, oh yeah, I remember when she got second, she got beat by a nose at Belmont that day. And I was like, how do you, like, I was pretty impressed, honestly.
The first time I went to Claiborne, I've been there quite a few times, was in 1994, the first year I went to Keeneland for the meet. And so one of the guys showed me around, and Believe It was still there, right? And I had seen Believe It beat Alydar in the Remsen. I'd been at Aqueduct that day. Seeking the Gold and 49er were right across from each other, and it's installed. I mean, it must be pretty cool to go out and see all these horses that, I mean, you've seen a lot of them race as well. Blame is obviously there.
Well, I'm certainly blessed to be in the spot I am, and walking through the graveyard, you know, we conceived 6 of the 12 Triple Crown winners in our breeding shed. You know, we have the graveyard, we have Secretary, Bold Ruler, Mr. Prospector, now Seeking the Gold, who just passed away last 2 weeks ago. So, you know, Swale was our Derby winner in 1984, Pulpit. You know, it's like a walk down the Hall of Fame almost.
It's incredible. Now, the Secretariat is buried. There's 4 horses that are buried towards the front by the house.
Yeah, well, behind the office there are 3 that are buried whole. The rest are head, hoofs, and heart.
And who are the 3 that are buried right there?
The 3 that are full-bodied are Secretary, Mr. Prospector, and I believe Majinski.
And the rest are in a sort of a private cemetery, which you took me to. It is a who's who of, I mean...
You call it second tier, but it has Danzig boundary.
I don't mean second tier. It's the more of a private one. It's just not up front.
Right.
I don't think you don't take people.
No,
there
it also has all the great broodmares of the year, Storm Flag Flying, Personal Ensign, Inside Information, you know, those kind of.
Obia is there. I mean, amazing
right.
names. I mean, how many years have you been around Claiborne Farm?
I was born and raised on the farm.
But I mean, the farm itself has been there for over 100 years.
Oh yeah. So 2010 was our 100th anniversary, so now we're in our 106th year.
It's remarkable. I mean, the horses that have been through there, Bold Ruler, obviously one of the greatest sires of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the number, but looking down through the sires list throughout the years, the leading sires that we've had is quite impressive.
It's truly amazing. And the horses, you say 6 were conceived. Were these horses also born on the farm, the Secretariat?
Some of them, like Gallant Fox, obviously was going way back. But yeah, it's not necessarily
right before I was
all
born.
right. They weren't all necessarily born, but they were conceived there in our breeding shed, which has been there since the early days, 1920s.
And how many mares get bred at Claiborne in the average year?
We were just short of 1,000 this year, which is pretty good. I mean, we have 10 stallions. Our fullest book will be 120, but unfortunately, we have a couple of the lower end sires like Stroll, who's not as popular as maybe Warfront, but they contribute too.
I like Stroll.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, Belmont trained him.
Absolutely.
Nice horse.
Yeah, really nice horse.
So you say 120 with them. Now, some of the farms will breed many more. They'll breed 200 foals. Do you believe in breeding less?
Well, we believe in supply and demand. If you limit the supply, the demand's going to be higher. So Warfront, he only breeds 100 to 110 mares a year, which in turn you look at the, obviously this year he's leading the 2-year-old sires, but he might not ever be the leading general sire, but it rewards our syndicate, our clients that breed to them because they get to sell them for higher numbers in the sale, even if they're just average. They're going to go for more because there's just not as much of them.
So the times, what the breeding period? What period of time is that during the year?
So we start right around Valentine's Day, and then July 4th is the last day.
How romantic!
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful day.
So in a manner of less than 150 days, so you're breeding 7, 8 to 10 times during the day.
So each sire, they never breed more than 3 times a day. We breed it.
Seems like a lot to me, but I'm old.
We breed it. We breed it 8 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and 7 o'clock at night. Like I said, no stallion will breed more than 3 times a day. And some days, on some mornings, we'll breed all 10 of them. It just depends on the day and who's doing well and who's popular.
How great was it when Blade won the breeder? I know everybody's upset because Blade beats Zenyatta in the Breeders' Cup Classic. How great was it for you, though, to have one of your horses win?
Yeah, it's unpopular among racing fans, and I'm aware of that. But it was
not to me.
It was the highlight of. I think about that race all the time, and it was definitely the best race I've ever seen.
It was a great race. I also how old were you when Lure was racing? Because I know I'm old.
When who was?
Lure.
He's as old as I am. He's 27. So
you didn't get to really see him. He was so great.
Yeah, I watched his replays though.
He was an amazing. His Breeders' Cup Turf Mile might have been one of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
He was remarkable. How about Saratoga? You like coming here and visiting us?
I love it. Yeah, I've been coming here since I was a small kid, and I come back every year. It's a highlight. I look forward to it, and it's great to be here.
So, but you only spend like a week or so, right?
I spend 10 to 14 days each time. I stay through the sales, and if we have something running, I'll come back for it on a weekend. Not come to Travers weekend usually, and stuff like that. So. And
the breeding season's over. So when you go back to Kentucky, what are you doing in the farm since you're not working the breeding?
We have 47 yearlings we're prepping for September. That keeps us busy. We walk them each day, bathe them in the afternoons, and I kind of oversee that. We're going to have people starting to come look at them, potential buyers, just to kind of get their an idea of what we have, what kind of stock we have, and it's hot mornings walking those yearlings. You think it was hot today? It's like that every day out there on the farm. It seems like
not a choice time in Kentucky. Exactly. Nice to get a little break. Yeah. Sorry you brought the weather. You got the weather from there. But if you are ever in Lexington, you can get tours. I mean, you don't have to know anybody. You can just call up Claiborne and go. You have tours a couple days a week.
We offer tours 10, 11, and sometimes 12 during the busy seasons.
It's a great place.
Yeah, it's very popular, and we're thankful to show the fans and everyone that wants to come see the stallions in the graveyard and take pictures and Pet Orb and Warfront, blame whoever you want to see. So,
yeah, I suggest people go out there. Walker, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for
Appreciate
having me.
It a lot. Walker Hancock. Stay with us. We come right back. At the Post Live is brought to you by Naira Bets. Join Naira Bets and earn up to 50,000 points and $100 cash bonus by using promo code Sunrise. Sign up at NairaBets.com. Naira Bets, racing's best play.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's great.